let it go. It's a huge splash here, 24 big blinds, €4.80 extra in the pot. I kinda doubt that I will be able to battle for it, unless I get too limp. And let's do that then. Killjoy. There's always one. No, actually there isn't at PLO 20, which is why I felt comfortable limping behind here. PLO 10, that's always a donation. Always somebody. There's always somebody coming over the top. Not necessarily the case here. You know what? It's tempting with that extra money. I think heads up in position. Position is not gonna matter all that much. Not at all. I think I'm gonna call it. And that'll do me just fine. 2 pair and then otherwise really dry board. And that's why the set position is not gonna matter. He has less than a pot size. I have a pot size bet left. So that really doesn't matter at this point. He can never fold. Yes, crap. Like proper crap. Wow, so he's gonna get the note. Splash. Also Shazam. Splash the pot. Maniac is the note. Speaking of not ideal, this table sucks. Everybody's asleep, including me. Definitely fine to call a 3-bet with. Yeah, money's gone in here. Happily so. You have a wrap, we have the flush draw, the backdoor flush draw. This is a beautiful, beautiful flop for this hand. And him betting pot, I don't see him folding. Hope he doesn't have the better flush draw on top. Even then we still have enough equity. He does not, and we just get there right away. Nice. I think this is a little bit too optimistic here. I'm not even sure why I hit that raise button there. Except if I flop like 4 cards after a straight flush. Might be a decent reason. I'm checking behind, pot is big enough. Wouldn't mind to see 2 checks here. If I get raised here, I would more often than not think it's a bluff. With a blocker, of course the board pairing isn't ideal. There's basically only the ace-7 and the 10-7, right? Might be 10s in there as well. So there's never aces. Somehow, I'm not a believer. Okay, now it gets interesting here. I probably optimistically called here on the for the flop. I have all the blockers that I would want. I want to go for it. Ooh, out of my mind. Let's see if I take this one down. Splash pot, it was a limp raise and I called and then we checked it through all the way. I took it down here on the flop, by the way. No, on the turn when I bet. With ace 4-4, ace king 4-4 in hearts. We're done with the aces pre, which is awesome. More aces. These are even better. And they're in the form of ace, ace, king, 4, double suited. More aces on the other table I have on the side. Get 3 emotes already. I have just one. I was surprised by that too. I think like one emote is for a higher tier subscription, which you might have from the get-go. Oh, hang on. There's the other table, like the fifth table here with aces. I get action. He has a perfect hand against us, and he's gonna get there and stay there right away. Good for him. That's a perfect hand against ace 8. This is a very decent turn. Awesome. Still have the nuts. Well, technically there's quads. Took it down on the other table with aces. And we are good. We're never splitting. Okay. This time we actually do flop it. And we have backup. Like plenty of backup too. Both backdoors, we have a gutter blockers. This is a good start, I would say. Perfect. Play for the all, my friend. What you got? Up here again I have blockers, which I tend to utilize. A wrap instead of a good. Ugh. Oh well. And you know, I fit right in there. I never locked my house in Saint Adele. It was like 10,000 residents or something. Now I'm kind of curious about the bet sizing here. I think I'm gonna size up a little bit. Usually most often I bet half. Pot it. What you gonna do, Corey? Corey? Something like that. I'll take it. I'll call this once. I do have a pair in my hand. Not so hot on this call, actually. I think with a larger stack, a raise might be fun here sometimes, a check raise. Not being short. Neato. Also fairly nice. Having the overpair, the wrap, backdoor flush draw. Pretty sweet. If he wants to play for stacks, then we would be game. Oh, nice. And even if he has jacks, we have all the outs that we want. He does not. And unfortunately, he has the best hand and stays there. We were ahead. fairly confident we were ahead there.